I should remember to sit up straight. I'm not any closer to the camera than you. It's just, you're little. You're small.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There we go. I'll do this. Is that better?
It gives a more accurate difference between your head and mine.
I have a big head. Shut up.
We know this. They know this.
Yeah.
Hey y'all,
This is my husband Jared.
this is my wife Jenny.
This is CherryPieCottage.
Episode 100.
Woo! Finally.
She let me back.
Oh, don't even. Don't even. He has been busy. It has been summer, and we are in a completely different location than our normal. Ta-da! This is part of the reason why it's taken so long to get back. So we live in Lubbock, Texas, and we absolutely positively love it, even though the entire month of July was over 100 degrees every single day.
And we're in a severe drought.
Very severe
We
drought.
did get some rain today.
Yeah.
But see, here in West Texas, we don't get a lot of rain over a long period of time. We get a lot of rain over a very, very short period of time. So inevitably it floods whenever it rains here.
Yeah. Especially during a drought.
E-
Fully expecting that we're probably
yeah.
going to be getting a lot of rain within the next year or so.
Mm-hmm.
So, because this is what happens. We go drought, flood, drought, flood.
Yeah.
There's no happening.
It happens.
Yeah. So, but however, we had green grass until about 2 weeks into June. And even then it was only about 2 weeks because it was brown there for a while because we were still in a drought and it was still hot. And then we got a dump of rain end of May. It greened up, and then it greened up enough Michael needed to cut it. And then because of how dry and hot it is, it's brown again.
Yeah.
And it's been brown the entire summer.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's not just dormant anymore. I think we have actual dead spots now.
No, because those dirt patches that are there are from your son cleaning his lawnmower out in our yard and just leaving it.
Oh, I'm not talking about those. I know about those.
Yeah, I'm not real happy about that because it looks like there's just a cow patty in our front yard.
Yes.
He needs to get those out.
In case y'all can't figure out the geography, there's a window.
A big window.
So we can see our front yard. People walking
Yeah.
by can see us talking to you. They think we're crazy. It is what it is.
So we're no longer in the back of the house. We're in the front of the house
Yes.
now. Because, well, welcome to all of our new our new viewers. If you're just coming into episode 100, this is normal. This is 100% normal.
Yeah.
This is just, we get sidetracked and go right.
I see what you did there. 100% normal.
I didn't do
episode
that
100.
I didn't do that on purpose. Welcome to our returning viewers. Hi. It's been a while, y'all. Sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry. We've been busy doing lots of other things too. So, what's been going on, babe? When we started talking about that.
Can I say it? Can I say it since I haven't been here in a while?
What?
Work. Not much else.
That's also part of the reason why he hasn't been here and why we haven't had a regular episode. Our daughter moved out.
Yep.
I moved into her old room.
Yep.
The teal on the wall is going to go away because I can't handle it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. There ain't no coming back for her.
Nope.
She done moved out. So
No.
there ain't no, hey, let me come home and stay in my childhood bedroom. Nope, not her childhood bedroom anymore.
No, if she needs to come back, she can, but she has to be out for at least a year because she signed a contract and we're not going to let her back out of that.
Yep.
So, because we told her she probably needed to wait a little bit, but she didn't listen and gotta let her be, gotta let her do her.
Yep.
So, which is really hard. It's really hard at parenting an adult. It's very hard.
Yes.
So, especially when they think they know everything. But I was 100% like that when I was her age.
You think she's gonna watch this?
No,
Okay.
no. She doesn't watch this. She barely watches my reels on Instagram.
Oh.
So, but right back into the sews. Last time we talked, the gas. What?
So So.
Last time we talked, the gas prices had surged to over $4.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing now, babe?
Well, they're still about $2 higher than they were a year and a half ago. But we're at 380, 370 right now, I think.
I'm looking. I gotta find my Gas Buddy app. If you don't have this app, you need to get on it. Gas Buddy.
Don't know if it works in Canada.
No, but in America.
Yeah, sorry. 330, 340.
$2.99 at Costco.
What? Where do you?
Shows you the lowest up at the top.
But it doesn't say where it is.
Who's the $2.99 then? Costco's $3.09. Hold on. I know.
Who's got $2.99?
ALOT on University.
Oh, right over by my work.
University in Baylor.
I don't know where Baylor is. So that might not be near my work. I don't know.
One day ago it was $2.99.
$2.99.
Oh, also the Phillips on Clovis Road and Avenue U is $2.99.
Clovis Road is 84, Avenue U. That
It's over
is
by
fairly
you.
close, yeah. Anyways,
so if you don't have this app, it's called Gas Buddy. It has
so the prices are coming down, but they're still way higher than what they were.
yes, because
So maybe not $2 higher, but a good $1.50 higher
yeah.
than what they were a year and a half ago.
So and because of that, we cut a few days off of our vacation.
Yeah.
So between the gas prices and paying for the dogs. So if
Which-
gas prices weren't so high, we would have been able to.
Which, really, the gas prices wouldn't have been that big of a deal if we could have just stayed in the hotel and hung out and played games but no.
Well, we also boarded the dogs, so
Well, true.
not paying for those extra few days.
Yeah,
saved us.
that was the big thing, was being able to get the dogs out of the border
Yeah.
a couple days early.
They absolutely love it there, though.
Yes. Call it puppy camp.
Matter
So-
of fact, if you ask them, do you want to go to camp? They get all super excited.
Mm-hmm.
What else has been going on? I just mentioned it.
Vacation.
Yep.
We did get to take a vacation this year, so
Yep.
got a week down in San Antonio.
Yep.
And real quick, going back to the gas prices, I know that there are places that are higher priced than here.
Yes.
I know that. I'm not saying that we have the highest prices ever.
No. But it was high for our area.
I'm saying it's very high for our area.
Yeah.
So, before y'all get in the comment section talking about, well, it's this much where we live, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that y'all are paying more.
But it doubled for
Okay.
us, which is a shock. So,
Yes.
because that not only affects gas, it affects everything. It
Just-
affected the price of food.
Just for how long we spent over $4 a gallon.
Yeah.
I don't know of a time where we spent that long over $4 a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it apparently happened like back in 2008.
We weren't
guess-
we weren't here. We were in Okinawa. No, we were in North Carolina.
We were in North Carolina, but it wasn't even that bad there.
No, well, Mom said, because that's when she was driving back and forth from Plainview to Lubbock for radiation. So.
But anyway, I know that some of y'all have higher gas prices. You don't have to point that out to us.
We know.
We know.
We know. We have we have some of the cheapest gas in the States. So when it doubles, not good.
Mm-mm.
So, especially since we have the oil and the refineries here. So. So.
Getting back to the vacation. So we took a vacation.
Y'all, it's a Monday night, by the way.
It's Monday night. Monday the 8th. 8th? 7th?
8th.
8th. And apparently, logically, scientifically, tomorrow is the worst day of the year.
Yep. The second Tuesday in August.
According to our preacher.
Yep. Well, according to the guy he was talking about.
Yeah, he was quoting somebody else. Said the second Tuesday in August is the worst day of the entire year. So, hope y'all have a good worst day of the year tomorrow.
Yeah, because August is apparently the worst month. Tuesdays are the worst day because it's not you're not Monday where you're refreshed from the weekend. You still have it's Tuesday and you can't see the weekend.
Yeah, it's still too far from the weekend.
Yeah.
And the same logic for the second Tuesday because you're too far from the previous month and still too far from the next month.
Too far from the yeah.
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 And there's no holidays in August.
No.
So anyway.
Yeah. I mean, our son's birthday is in August, so August isn't too bad for us. His birthday does sneak up on us each year.
Every year.
Not this year though. I like have been very vigilant about it. However, he doesn't want a birthday gift this year. He wants to go to the gun range and rent a gun and shoot. So that's what we're gonna do. And if you're new here, we're
very pro gun.
Yes. Safe pro gun. So
obviously.
Teach all the safety rules.
Safe and legal.
Yes.
Safe and legal.
Not illegal. Mm-mm.
So now that we've put those qualifiers on there.
Yes.
What else has been going on, babe?
There's something else. I know. No, there was something else I was gonna say and I can't remember. It wasn't that. Oh!
Was it a needle pulling thread?
No.
Oh.
No, that would be so. There's a theme for this episode, apparently. What has happened recently that has made showering a little bit miserable?
My wife's neuroses. That is what has happened recently.
No, our water heater needs to be
Our
replaced.
water heater. Okay, folks. Let me explain y'all something, okay?
No. I know it's my fault.
I started explaining. Let me explain.
I have an idea. Let me.
started explaining. Let me explain.
Stop. Let me tell you. Tell me you're anxious without telling me you're anxious. Your water heater starts leaking, so you wake up at 2:30 in the morning and decide that it's going to flood the house. So you wait till 4:30 when your husband's alarm goes off and makes him unplug it so it won't flood the house.
Unplug and attempt to drain.
Well, you used the wrong hose.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you still wanted me to drain it at 4:30 in the morning.
Tell me you're anxious without telling me you're anxious.
Yeah, but you just told them. So
I said I'll go first. I did.
So yes, we have no hot water heater right now because it had a drip.
All of a sudden drip. It was dry and then it was all of a sudden.
Admittedly, all of a sudden drip, but a very slow all of a sudden drip.
Yeah, but...
And then all she could think about was the house exploding because...
Not the house exploding, flooding from the water heater. Because the way our water heater is set, it wouldn't just flood out the garage, it could flood into our house.
Yeah, because they didn't seal the house correctly when they built it. They didn't seal that bottom plate between the garage and the house.
I don't think they sealed any of the walls properly.
Well, I'm sure the
each room.
outside wall. Well, no, the inside walls you don't need to. It's the walls going to the outside, and it should be the wall going into the garage should be sealed, but apparently they missed that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what's been going on. So consequently, we have one of two choices. A, you could take a cold dog bath.
Not a dog bath.
It is. It's a dog bath. You fill a bucket with water, and you use a cup, and you scoop some of the water out and dump it on yourself.
Because the side effect of not having the hot water heater plugged in and everything is you don't have the pressure enough for it to go up into the...
Yeah.
Because our valves are not separate hot and cold, it's one.
Yeah.
The ones that are separate, your water pressure is just fine on your cold.
Right.
So...
So...
You don't have a shower head.
We can't use the shower, so we have to take a dog bath. So you fill the bucket, you get the cup, you dump it on your head, you scrub yourself, then you get the cup again, dump it on yourself to rinse off all the soap. And you can either do that with cold water, or you can heat up some water on the stove, like we're living in,
Think of it as camping in
the
our
old
house.
West.
We have running water. Our toilets still work. Our sinks still work. Our electricity and Wi-Fi, everything else still works. We just don't have hot water or the pressure to use things that have
Living in
hot
medieval
water.
times.
It is not medieval times, hardly. They didn't have running water in the house. They didn't have toilets in the house.
It's like we're the Amish. You got cold water, nothing but cold.
Stop. And it's August. It's hot, so
Yeah, but you know
It's
me.
not like-
You know I could take a hot shower all year long.
I know you're weird. I think that's a side effect of you growing up in Houston where you were hot and wet all the time.
Probably.
Yeah. And that's makes him feel safe.
I'm gonna turn this camera off so they don't see me smack you.
He would never.
I wouldn't. So, babe,
Yeah.
what else has been going on?
My great aunt died, so we
Yes.
have a funeral to go to this weekend.
Sad day.
Yes.
It is. I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah, she
It is.
was 86. She was the youngest of 8 children. The last one, which was the one that was right above her, died 12 years ago because Michael was almost 2. It was right after his second birthday. So 12 years ago, almost 13. She was water skiing until she was 70, until we all said, you can't do that anymore. You've had double knee replacement. You
This
can't
one
ski.
that just passed.
Yes.
Not the last one.
Yes. Yeah, the last one that passed was my grandmother. But she was the life of the family.
Oh, yeah. Sharp as a tack.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
time we saw it. And even when we were on vacation at the family reunion, they called her,
Mm-hmm.
had her on speaker, and you could still hear it in her voice that she was
She just
all there. She was all there, still sharp as a tack. And it happened very quickly, I think.
because she has a tendency, like the rest of her siblings did. She went with her son on vacation and forgot 2 of her pills, a heart pill and a water pill, and said, it's okay, I can go a week without it. That landed her in the hospital.
Yep.
And because she got in the hospital, she got moving. You know, the
Yeah,
thing that...
don't say that
Yeah.
out loud.
And she got the pneumonia because of it. The pneumonia of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that just, she couldn't recover from it. So they put her on the BiPAP, and she came off of it and was on oxygen, but just, she was just really, really sick. And she went downhill in like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So, and she told her son, both her sons were there and most of her grandkids were there. She told them, let her go. She told them all of what she wanted, and so she was ready.
Yep.
But yeah, she was one of those ones we never, I mean, you know she's going to die, but in your mind, she was never going to die. She was going to be around forever. She was the matriarch of that side of the family, because we still have a family reunion every year. Not all of the families show up, but a lot of them do. Really, it's just 3 of them right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just 3 little twigs of the tree that
Yeah.
show up. So sad stuff over.
Yeah.
Why are we here, babe?
I'm a knitter. I'm also a bag maker and an occasional yarn dyer.
She does yarny stuff.
Yep.
So
Lots of yarny
I used
stuff.
to do yarny stuff. For those of you who are new. But I lost my mojo.
Like permanently as of right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. It might come back one day, but not right now. I just
Yeah.
I cannot even force myself to do it.
Yeah, I need you to frog all those projects you still have on the needles because I need those needles. I
So-
have sweaters I need to cast on that I don't have the needles for that are on projects he's never going to finish.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're running out of light here.
Yes, we are.
We're using the light, some of the light from here, but also from the window.
Yeah.
So
Let's move on. Okay. Now it's time for
faux party.
Okay, I have a confession. It's not a yarny. faux party. It's in the room. I took some videos of as I was moving stuff in, and once I've got it set up, and I'm gonna put those in here. Okay, y'all, so this is the current state of affairs for now. Started moving stuff in. It's gonna be a while, but I thought that I would just, like, the bed is gonna get moved to that wall, and I'm currently in the process of taking the legs off of that desk to put them on this desk, but I have to get the legs off of this one, and my drill died, hence the reason why the battery's charging. Anyways, it's a whole thing. And also, Amazon box with my stand for my heat press. So there's that too. And a desktop. I bought 2 new desktops. IKEA, because I love the fact that you can switch out the desktop. Let me zoom in. Maybe? No? What are we doing? Haha. Okay, so you can switch out the desktops and the legs and just pick and choose how you want. So that's what I'm doing. However, when I bought the new tabletops, I didn't realize they don't make the longer tabletops anymore. So I'm gonna have one white and one gray now. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Anyways, okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all, so this is what we've settled on. I've got everything put away. There's the closet. I'm not putting up any shelves or anything until we can paint the room. So that one is only up simply because there was already a nail. But it's functional. I still have to put the fabric away. Yeah, that's a lot of fabric, I know. But it is functional. I'm happy with it. So that's what we're gonna go for right now. And we're back. So that's what I do most days, is sew. That was faux party. So now it's time to move. Do you have a faux?
I
Before we
don't.
move on.
I don't.
Okay.
I do not.
Well, then it's time to move on to whip it good.
Hey babe, what you whipping up?
Are you whipping up anything at all?
You know I'm not.
Okay.
I go to work, I come home, I sit on the couch, and then I go to bed. I have a very sad existence.
A
little bit. So.
We are working to remedy that.
We are?
Yeah.
What are we
Paying
doing?
off the debt so we can afford to do stuff.
Yes.
And we really don't have much debt,
No.
but it's enough to be annoying.
Yes. It's enough to be a real crimp in the style.
Yeah, especially with
Yeah.
inflation and gas prices going up.
Yeah.
So we're trying to pay it down faster now.
Mm-hmm.
This...
My goal is to be debt free, except the house. I don't expect to have the house paid off, but debt free by the time I'm 40.
I don't think that's going to
So
happen.
I got
Less than 2 years.
a little less than 2 years.
Well, I don't think that's going to
A
happen.
little less than 2 years.
We could do it.
I think we can do it.
We can do it in about 4.
I think we can do it.
Double that time and we can do it.
I think
we
we
can
can
definitely do it before 45.
I think we can do it.
We can do it before I'm 45.
I think we can do it. By the time I'm 40, which is well after the time she's 40.
It is not well. It's a year.
Love you.
I love you too, but I don't think it's going to be 40. You're very optimistic and you get very frustrated when it doesn't
being
happen.
very optimistic,
I
yes.
know, but I know what's going to happen when you turn 40.
Realistically, it'll probably be about the time Michael moves out of the house.
No.
Which is 4 years from now.
Yeah.
At a minimum.
Yeah.
4 years from now. He's 14, almost 15. So, by the time he is 18, almost 19, I think that's probably a realistic time frame. Optimistic time frame, 2 years.
Maybe.
Anyway, yarny stuff.
You asked me about my whips and you went on a tangent.
I'm sorry. That's my whip.
Okay.
That is my work in progress, is getting debt free. Except for the house. I have to stipulate, except for the house, because...
we might have a car payment too.
Yeah. Because of your stupid car.
I need a new car. I refuse to pay any more money into it. Which is part of the reason why we're in debt. It's the main reason why we're in debt.
Except for the house.
Yeah. Anyways, when the stupid car costs $5,000, never less than $1,000. Never less than $1,000. Anyways, we're not gonna go on that. We're gonna talk about happy things.
Happy things.
I finished the body of my pink velvet sweater, and it is a crop. I don't know how much I like that, but it's also very stretchy. So when I block it, I'm gonna block it down. I finished the body. I still have to do the sleeves.
Have you tried it on? No. So before, I'm not saying try it on right now, but what I am saying is before you commit to stretching it when you block it, maybe you might end up liking that length. I mean, I know you can't pull it down over your knees. Oh my goodness, she pulls it down over her knees. She does this, folks. She will sit down and grab the front of her shirt and pull it down over her knees, and she just sits there like that. I don't know why. I do not know why. Married to this beautiful woman for 17 years. And I don't understand why she does it.
Oh my goodness, I can't. It's hot.
It is hot.
Help.
No, you put it on.
I did. Oh, thank you. The sleeves are a lot tighter than what they're gonna be. Because
because you have it on
waist yarn.
Waist yarn, yeah.
Yeah. So I finished the body. No clue when the sleeves are gonna get put on. Probably when it starts getting cooler. And by cooler, I mean like 80s. I won't be able to wear it, but I'll at least feel like knitting on it.
How sad is it that when we say when it's cooler, we mean in the 80s?
Our perfect temp is 60. 60, 65, 70 at the most.
No, I'd say up to 75. I'd be happy up to 75.
I mean, we keep the house at 79 with the air conditioner. However,
But that's a hot 79.
yeah.
Okay.
A cold 79
A cool
feels so much
79
better.
is nice. A hot 79 is not nice.
And I know our Canadian friends probably don't know what the difference between a hot and a cold 75 is.
Y'all comment below if y'all understand that a hot 75 and a cold 75 are completely different temps. It's the same temp, but it is completely different.
Yeah, it feels completely different. And I don't know if y'all understand that logic. So, but...
Might be a Texas thing. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see, what is this project? Oh, yeah, I will show that in a minute. I'm gonna show you this one. Which, this was in my Wizard of Oz bag from Knit for Brains. And another Knit for Brains bag. This is my retro 80s. Retro cartoons? I don't know, it's
Video
retro.
games.
It's not even just video games.
Well, no, because it's got that fluffy dog on there that I still don't know.
Yeah. I think it's retro 80s.
80s cartoons and video games.
Things from when I was little. Because we're 80s babies.
It's got Etch-a-Sketch on it, too.
Yep. We're 80s babies, just so y'all know. According to our daughter, we're elder millennials. No, we are not.
No.
We are not millennials. We are Generation Y. That's what we were always.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden it got changed to, no, you're a millennial.
No.
I refuse to be a millennial because those were the ones that were being stupid.
I have never once eaten a Tide Pod.
No. They're not millennials.
What? The ones that were eating Tide Pods?
Yeah, they are not the millennials. They're, what was it Haley calling them?
Gen Zers?
Yeah, Gen Z or something like that. So it went Generation X, Millennials, Gen Z. No.
Mm-mm.
I was not born in the Millennials. I was born in the 80s, so I am Generation
Yeah.
Y. Anyways, this is my sulfated sweater. I've done a little bit more. So I've got, where is it? It's slow going because it is fingering weight. And I was working on the body of the other one. Don't you dare do it. It decided to almost jump off the needles. So, right here, I was just right about there, and I've knit About 1.5 inches.
Maybe 2 inches.
No, I was just below that.
Oh, just below that.
Yeah,
Oh.
last time I showed it.
Okay. Then yes.
But
1.25 inches.
yes, this is my second so faded because I love the fit of the sweater, but this one is different colors. It is all pinks. Yes, the other one started out with pink, but it ended in
That's
blue.
not pink. That's white.
That's cream.
It's like an off-white.
It's cream with pink speckles.
That's not pink.
It's cream with pink speckles. Don't you lick me either, because that's gross. That's my third color. This was my first color. Right here. First color, second color, third color. Fourth color. Bam. And don't you say, well, that's not pink, that's orange. No.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good. Y'all couldn't tell, but I almost just killed the TV that we use.
Yeah. Don't say it's not pink, it's coral, which is in the pink family.
I wasn't going to say that.
Yes, you were.
I was just going to say that that first color wasn't a pink.
It's cream with pink speckles. Pinkish. Pink leaning.
Pink leaning. Pink adjacent.
So this is my simple hug. And this is my third one that I've knit. The first one was too tight. Well, the arms were too tight because I wanted long sleeves, not short sleeves. Because I won't wear a short sleeve cardigan. Just DK cardigan. Nope. Not here. No way. Because by the time it is cold enough to wear a DK sweater,
It's turning hot.
No,
and then
no.
You can't wear it.
To wear a DK sweater, you need sleeves. Short sleeves are not going to work. Then the second one was for my daughter, and it was huge. She now has both. I mean, it was like a gill net. It was huge.
Glad you said it.
But this is my third one. I have put in my blue stripe, and I've started with the second pink. I know it doesn't look like there's much difference, but there really is. Can you put it up? But that's why I have the Hoovian in between.
Are they two different weights?
No. This is DK Tweed and this is DK 100.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I have Hoovian in between.
It almost looked like one was sport and one was DK.
No, they're both DK. All of my bases.
I will take your word for it.
Yep. I dyed
Because
this yarn.
you would know better than me.
Yeah, I dyed this yarn specifically for me. For a sweater of some kind. This is in a Dr. Who bag that is not knit for brains. It is the Silver Shed. Bam.
Bam.
And, oh, we have no battery. It's going to die.
I'm going to plug it in.
Okay.
While you talk about that.
Oh, well, I need your help.
Well, you can't wait for me to get up and then say, oh, I need your help. You got an extension cord in here?
I do up there in one of those buckets.
But then they're going to see my painted on shorts.
Well, you're the one that wore
They
them.
have paint on them, folks. They're not like painted on.
It's the shorts he was wearing while we were painting
Yes.
this entire house.
The entire house.
So, and yes, he did paint the color in this room, but I told him when our daughter moved out it was going to have to get repainted because I can't do this color. I'm planning to do a blush, like a really, really light blush.
You said in one of these baskets?
Yes. It's a brown one.
Brown.
I cast on something new, y'all. Surprise, surprise. And it's a free pattern. And it's by one of my favorite yarn dyers, Hedgehog Fibers. It is called the Le Pouf Cardigan. So, it's free. It's by Hedgehog Fibers, which I love her patterns. I love, love, love her yarn. And it's a fade. So, yeah. And I'm fading pinks. Because If you can't tell, pink's my favorite color.
It's the summer of pink.
No, pink is my favorite color. Of course, it's starting out speckled.
Did the thing go away?
Yes. Okay. Did you find the brown cord?
I went and took the one from behind the couch.
Why?
Because I couldn't find the one up there.
Because you didn't bring down the bucket and look in it.
I did.
Did you look in the pink bucket that's over here?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did. I don't think it's actually in there.
It is.
Oh, we're really off. We're really off kilter now. Oh well. I'm back.
I'm almost done with my first color already. But it's speckled like rainbow. This is one of the Hobby Lobby yarns that I bought. So it's pink and blues and greens.
Yarn B.
Yeah. It's it's merino, superwash merino, but it's their hand dyed, which I don't care what what other people in the community were saying. No, they're still in art. No, they're not. They're not. There's only so many colors. I don't buy into that. And it makes it easier for people that can't afford the hand dyed stuff. They can actually use some good yarn, some actual wool soft yarn. So it's yarn B, and it is Frosted Galaxy is the colorway. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Seeing how big of a shadow my nose can cast.
Why?
Look at my shirt. That is all nose.
We have lost the light, y'all.
We have.
That's where those tags went. I wondered where they went.
Yeah, we're down to just this light now. So
Yeah, there's a little bit of light coming in from the window. Not much. But we're going to become way more visible to everybody outside here quickly.
Yeah.
Then my second color is not that. It is this, which is some very, very old stash. Can you hold that to the camera? That's the next color. It is Mothie and the Squid, and it is Industrial Accident.
it's kind of a gray base with all sorts of neon colors in there. I don't know.
It's a tweed. So the black is tweedy bits.
Right, but
because
it's a gray yarn, a very light gray yarn with a bunch of neon colors in it.
Sure.
That's,
But most tweed yarns, their base is grayish. That's why I was saying that.
so I was right, is what I'm gathering.
Hold that. No, you're gonna have to stack on this. Well, I need your help because you have the big hands to do it. Then that's the next color. You're gonna have. This one is really old because they don't even dye anymore. From like when I first started knitting, it's Peepaloo Fields, and it is called Headed West.
Let's see. I'm trying to get good color, good light on there. Again, that same kind of gray base, but it's got pinks and blues and.
Do we need to pause and maybe set up a light in the corner and close the mini blinds?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll be back.
Be our light.
We ended up setting up both lights.
Yeah.
Because we talked too much and lost our natural light.
Yes.
So, back to these colors.
So, yes, this one is the Mothie and the Squid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Color number 2.
That's the tweed. Okay. This one is the
Peepaloo Fields.
Peepaloo Fields in the
Going west.
Going West colorway.
You have the tag in the bowl.
I see that, but
anyways, second color, third color.
yes. Just like that.
Fourth color is Less Traveled Yarn. I've already lost the tag. Not sure where it is. But it's one that I recently bought. Like when we went to Dallas in April.
That's a whole lot fuzzier,
Yeah.
it seems.
because this one is rougher than this one.
Yeah.
Color number
5 is
Miss Babs. And it is, where'd it go? Apple season.
It's very muted, like reds and
Like pinky reds.
and purples.
Like mauvey almost.
Yeah. So. Two, three, four, 5.
Number 6 is one of my, there's 7 colors because okay, the way it is you're holding it double. So you start out holding 2 strands of your first color.
Oh, this is the one you were explaining to me. Okay.
Then when you're ready to fade in your second color, you'll hold 1 strand of this and 1 strand of that. And that's how you get the fade, so there's no striping.
Now, for how many
fades better.
How many rows do you hold the 2 different colors together?
She doesn't specifically say. She says it's at least 5 and max is 15.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 5, see what it looks like, and then decide from there. Then we have CherryPieCottage, and this is like an original.
I know that dyer.
Yeah, you're married to her.
Mm.
That was creepy. Why'd you do this? I just tucked the end in. Why did I do that? I need it. Okay, this is Obligatory Valentine. That's better color.
Gus.
Do you think I should flip those? Because this has got more white in it than that one. No. I know why I did that. Then the last one is Ancient Arts, and it is Socknado? Or is that the base? No, the colorway is Still Life. Here.
Gus.
Here. You get those top 3 and I'll get these. Okay, you ready?
You got him?
Yeah, I got the bottom 3. You get the top 3. Now lift it up so we can show all of them. That's my fade. Except for this is the top and that's the bottom. So, and I picked it out all on my own and I didn't drive my husband nuts telling me which looked good and which didn't.
It was glorious.
He just came home and he was like, I was winding up all the yarn and he was like, sweater? Mm-hmm. I'm not even denying it, y'all.
Are we sure this is 2 different colors?
Yes. Because one of them is mine and one of them is not.
See, this kind of goes back to what she was saying about the Hobby Lobby yarn.
I dyed this one before I got that one.
Yeah, she dyed this one, bought this one.
Well, it's given to me, but...
Well, whatever.
But it was...
And yes, there are differences, but those are also differences that could just be chalked up to different batch lots.
Yeah. There's just so many colors that you can use to dye, and so many combinations.
I mean, look at that. So y'all don't tell me that, they copied my colorway. No, they didn't.
Because if anything, I could say Miss Babs copied me. She didn't have a clue who I am, but my color came out before hers. Oh, I don't care.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, it would be cool if she knew who I was.
Yeah, we don't care.
But I don't care if she did.
What is it, Miss Barnes? Yeah. That's how much we don't care.
Oh, shut up. I was saying I didn't care if she did copy me. I don't. I mean, I don't. It's stupid to worry about that kind of stuff. Because...
I just pulled like 6 stitches off.
No, you did not.
No, I didn't.
Jerk face. Anyways, I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and start fading. Because this is the back and this will be the front. So I don't know yet. Because I have enough to do a few more rows. Because I don't need to save any of this yarn for the sleeves. I have to save, according to the pattern, I've got to save at least 50% of each skein to put them in the sleeves. Plus the very last color, I have to save enough to do the collar. The shawl collar. Like,
yes.
All the ribbing. So, this is the Le Pouf.
Le Pouf Pouf?
Le Pouf cardigan by Hedgehog Fibers.
Yes.
Oh, her name is Beta something. But it's on her website. It's on the Hedgehog Fibers website. But if you look up Le Pouf, it comes up underneath her actual name, but it sends you to her website because it's a free download. All of her patterns are free, FYI. Oh, I'm thirsty because it's warm in here.
It is warm.
Need a better.
I don't see how Haley would just hang out in here.
I do. But it's my office, so.
Yeah, that's true. You turn on your little air conditioner.
Yeah, and we can't turn it on because it's loud.
It is loud.
Well, it's not even really loud. It's just, it'd be loud enough it would annoy y'all.
Yeah.
That's all I have for Whip It. Whip It Good. Do you have anything to add?
I don't.
Do you have anything between this one and this one to add?
I don't.
Okay. Well, then it's time to move on to
Shop
news. So, I had a shop update today.
Yay!
Yay! 2 new totes, which I will show you in a minute.
Totes.
I did not miss this.
You know you love it.
So my yarn, when I have like one of a kinds, basically when I'm playing with the color or just experimenting, they're called unicorns. Well, I have the same thing in bags, but they're called oddballs. Guys, words. They're called
Jennie Talks Take Two.
oddballs. It's a Monday night. They're called oddballs. Okay, if you are returning and have been with us for a while, you know that's not the first time I've messed up words. So, Jared just says dumb things. He doesn't mess them up, he says them.
I usually say it on purpose.
Yeah. Single white male.
Yep.
Because on a tag it said SWM stands for Superwash Merino.
Nope.
He knows this.
Single white male.
He knows this, but instead he couldn't remember, and that's what he decided to blurt out. Anyways, so these can be one of a kind, two of a kind, or in the case of this particular oddball, 3 of a kind. So there are 3 of these in the shop. And you can't make everybody happy. You aren't donuts.
And you got that one turned sideways.
Yeah. Because I messed up the first.
I see what you did there.
No. I messed up the first one, so then I just made them all like that.
Oh, okay.
So.
But it fits.
Yeah.
It fits with what's on the bag.
Yeah, that's why I went with it instead of just cutting out a whole new piece.
Yeah.
Just like, it works. The bottom is huge. It's about the same size as my small, just a huge box bottom. It's the same height as my small regular zips, and it's the same like width as my canvas with bigger box bottom than that. But you have your lobster claw and my wooden tag and your handle and yes, the inside fabric.
Sprankles.
Because who doesn't want sprinkles on your donut?
I'm not that big of a sprinkles fan.
I'm really not either. I mean, let's face it,
yeah.
I would love just a plain old glazed donut.
Oh, yeah. Plain glazed. Those are good.
An apple fritter. Or the cherry fritters from Rise and Shine.
Long Johns. I love Long Johns.
I know.
Some of you might call them filled bars.
Yeah.
It's a Long John.
Yeah. I also like blueberry cake donuts.
Ew. No, I do not like cake donuts.
Why?
I don't know. I've never liked cake donuts. It always seemed like a chore to eat them. Like growing up, it's like if you ended up with a cake donut, you were less loved than the people who did not get cake donuts.
I love cake donuts because you get to eat cake for breakfast. It's shaped like a donut. And honestly, we don't really eat donuts for breakfast. I have to eat something real.
Oh, we'd be so sick if we only ate donuts for breakfast.
We don't even do donuts very often. We haven't had donuts in so stinking long.
Can we get some Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
From Rise and Shine?
Sure.
Okay. We're having to drive to
We're
Dallas.
going to Dallas on Friday for the funeral, so
Yeah, McDonald's.
It's a 6-hour drive.
Yeah. So we'll get McDonald's for breakfast and get some donuts and Dutch Bros for coffee. And then we'll bring...
That's 3 stops, by the way, people.
Yes, but we probably won't stop for lunch. We'll probably...
Yeah.
We'll take snacks and drinks and stuff in the car with us, like we always do. So, yeah, it's 3 stops before we leave. But that's going to probably be the only stops we make, minus gas.
Yeah.
And potty breaks. But usually they're done at the same time.
Those are in line with each other.
So...
Like at Buc-ee's.
Which we're still trying to decide, should we chance it and go... Huh? I already asked and you never answered me.
Well, there's the one on the way.
I know. And I asked if we could
by
go.
the Motor Speedway.
I know. I asked if we could go and you never answered me.
I know.
Why don't we go after the funeral on the way home?
Okay.
Pick me up.
Would it be kind of in poor taste to show up to the funeral with Buc-ee's bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean...
It's not like we carry them into the funeral.
No, but I think it'd be better to do it after.
Okay.
Then... Totes.
Totes. That's a big tote.
That's a very big tote. See? Bigger than his head! It's even wider than his head. See?
Everything is bigger than my head, babe. I have a very small head. We know this.
Sit
it
up.
has been established.
Sit up. No,
Look
don't.
at this.
Don't sit back.
Our
Don't.
heads are the same size.
Stop. He's sitting back like this, though. If he sits next to me, you can see how much bigger his head that is than mine.
I do have a big head.
Anyways, so cherry truck, because
Why not?
CherryPieCottage, which, by the way, ta-da! I have tags for my totes now.
Where'd you get those?
I ordered them a while ago. Put them in the last batch too.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Thank you. And of course, the inside is cherries.
Fancy schmancy.
It's cherries because cherry bag. And the decals on both.
So you could carry it on either shoulder and
Yes.
still see the decal.
Yes, and not have to flip the bag and everything else. Here, hold that for me.
Hold in.
Okay, my totes are all one of a kind.
Totes.
This same fabric with this same decal will never be put together again. This decal is heat transfer vinyl that I put on myself. I designed this and put it on myself. I cut out the fabric and I sew them all together. It is my design. So, this is not a bag that I bought and put stuff on. I didn't buy the fabric with the decal on. I buy the pieces and I do it myself.
I can verify that is accurate.
Yes. Even when it was like 105 outside, I was in my teensy tiny office, sweating, putting all this stuff on because...
So it was a shop that you would sweat in? Shame.
No, stop. I don't pay anybody. Just
That's
me.
the very definition of one!
Well, then it's just me. I work in a sweatshop. But, I'm not really complaining because I don't have to do this. I choose to do this. And it helps, especially when things like gas prices go up and food prices go up. It helps supplement his income. So... it's actually y'all are part of the reason. Thank you for all of my customers that bought from my sale. You helped us be able to extend our vacation a few extra days because we were going to have to cut it completely in half.
Bless you all.
Yes. Because he needed a vacation desperately, like away from the house, where if he didn't answer his phone, it didn't matter because he was on vacation. If he was at home, he'd answer his phone, regardless if he was on vacation or not. Don't do that. You know you would. we were out and away, which means he was forced to not have his phone on him all the time.
Yeah.
So he didn't answer his phone, and he actually relaxed and enjoyed himself. Then, because donuts and cherries, because I love cherries. I love cherry donuts. But the next one, do not worry, be happy. And it's sparkly. You see that sparkle? Woo! Even the letters are sparkly.
It's a shimmer.
No,
Shimmer.
it's sparkle.
Oh, it's a shimmer. It's more of a shimmer than a sparkle.
It's a sparkle. And that's a sparkle. You can feel it. But no glitter on my fingers. Donuts on the bottom because donut. And
Sprinkles.
sprinkles. I think I'm officially out of the sprinkle fabric and I can't find it anymore. But ta-da! 2 totes, 3 oddballs. Shut up. 2 totes. And 3 oddballs. Because I didn't have as much time to be able to do cut out fabric and everything. I cut all this out before we went on vacation. Because I knew coming back I was going to be moving into this office. And the reason why I didn't wait until we painted, because we're not sure when we're going to be able to paint. Originally the plan was to paint, then move in. And then the economy went, so paint's not on the top of the list right now.
No.
But hopefully in like a few weeks. And I did not want to stay in that teeny tiny room anymore. And Rosie is happy because now she has that room to stay in when we are gone instead of her cage. So she has more room to run around.
Like
and
chewing on the baseboards, though.
yeah, but it's her room now.
It is.
And
it's easy enough to replace those. So.
you can get that from work for
Yeah.
like cents.
Oh, yeah. As long as she doesn't, like, chew through the drywall.
Yeah. I have 2 totes left. Okay, that's annoying now. No more. From
You're
the
the one who's
last, I
waiting
know,
for me to say
because
it.
you're gonna say it whether or not. So I'm just gonna wait and not let you interrupt me. I have 2 left from the last update. Bee truck, be happy, and it's glittery. Woo. Roses and bees, and it is a boxed bottom.
Buzz, buzz. It's a bee.
I get that. You're weird. All of my totes will have the same decal front and back, so it doesn't matter what shoulder you put it on, what way you face it. But, so, be happy, truck. And this is like the saying that just fits me because anxiety and I go fly by the seat of my pants a lot. I don't plan things very well. I do, but I don't. Like, I have a general plan. I don't have it, like, down to the, I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then I make a real quick plan.
Okay, what is your delineation then? Because anytime we do something, it has to be planned out to the letter.
Because I need to know what's going on. Like, if we're away from the house, yeah. Trips away from the house are planned. In the house, when it comes to, like, it's not really planned. I just now started doing grocery lists. Like, within the last couple of years, I used to just keep a random list in my head and go to the grocery store and buy groceries.
Yeah. So well, that worked. Why do we have 47 cans of beans?
I don't have a schedule for when I do chores. I'm just like, oh, that needs to be done. Laundry, when he runs out to underwear, then we go. Then I do laundry. But anyways, my favorite saying. I have it all together, I just forgot where I put it.
That's the worst place to have it all together.
But, and we have the whimsical forest. And then on the inside, you see the golden stars? What?
No.
I don't know how. It's hard to show these. Yeah.
Hard to show these what?
The insides.
Oh.
Because they're so big. I'm not saying it because you're going to say it and you're getting annoying. So, we're done.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I have left from the last update. I still have some bags from Christmas in July. These bags are priced way down, and they will stay in the shop until somebody buys them at this same price, or their listing expires. Then I don't know if I'm ever going to put them back in the shop or not. But we have 2 of the Rudolph bags, and yes, his nose is sparkly, and he's wearing sunglasses. And the inside is, well, it's better this way, is forest animals decorating trees. So there's 2 of those. Then we have succulent bags. Succulent's very, very faint. There you go. Now you can see it. The inside is the same as succulents. There is 2 of those. We have 1 yarn egg bag, truck bag. Then I have 2 just regular small, and I'm not making this size anymore. It won't be the plain anymore. But bees on the inside, it's chicken wire, but it looked like honeycomb, so we went with it. So that's the Christmas and July bags. Then, because I didn't have a big update, I just thought I'd show y'all what I have in stock, bag-wise. Then I have 1 of the large succulent bags. That's the inside. Ta-da! There's 1 of these left. And I think there's like 3 of these. Life is like a cactus, thorny but beautiful. And that is a pink plaid canvas. Same inside as the other one. Then I have 1 Easter gnome bag left. I have 3 of the balloon animal bags left, and the inside is sprinkles, because why not? Yep, Miss Sprinkles.
What was the inside of the Easter gnomes? You didn't show that.
I did not show that. Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Because they're holding candy. So, balloon animals, and I love it because there's, where's the one that, yeah, there's a unicorn. Balloon animal unicorn. One of the flowery ones. Inside is pink with white polka dots. So, and like I said, once these bags, I'm not making these anymore, so if you like this size, grab them now because there won't be any in the shop again. Then we have patriotic gnomes. Gnome triotic.
Gnome triotic. Patronomes.
No, that sounds like patronizing. Don't say that. Red with white polka dots. And the handle is hearts. Then we have, I can't remember what I called this. Farm trucks. 4th of July farm trucks or patriotic trucks. I don't remember what I called it. But the inside is white with blue stars.
It's a lot of bags.
Yeah. And
It's a lot of bags. But they're going to go fast. So if y'all want one.
Yes. I still have some yarn left too in the shop. Not much. I am hoping to be able to dye some for the fall and Christmas. but we'll see how things go. I gotta have a hot water heater for one.
As opposed to a cold water heater.
Stop. Everybody calls it a hot water heater. Everybody does.
I know.
So don't. Just like everybody calls it your PIN number.
Yeah.
Personal
Identification
number. Yeah.
Automatic teller machine.
Yeah, ATM machine. Yep.
Anyway.
NIV version. New International version.
Yeah.
This bench is making me sweaty and hot. It's like a pleather. Ugh, I need it to go away. I need to get a smaller ottoman, but I don't want to spend the
Because
money.
y'all wanted to know about that. Okay, hold on. Before you keep going.
We'll be back.
Okay.
We're back. Hi. Now it's time for. Oh, next month marks 5 years. CherryPieCottage is turning 5 next month, y'all. I can't believe it. Did I plan something big and celebratory? No. Should I have? Yes.
Probably.
Like I said, though, the last 4 months, 3 or 4 months have just been crazy pants. And, yeah. And I didn't even think about it until end of July, and I was like, oh, yeah. So, but yeah, CherryPieCottage turns 5. I can't believe it. But now it's time for the tail end.
Wah.
Still not about anybody's butts. Things are changing. As in, this is the last episode that will be our normal format.
Yes.
Y'all are not liking our normal format anymore.
Shame on you.
Oh, stop. So,
Shame on us. Shame on us.
we got boring.
We did.
So we are going to change things up, and we are thinking we're going to do more.
Blowing stuff up.
No.
Oh.
We're thinking we're going to do more frequent and smaller videos. So, more vlog type videos, more how to, and more trying things. He has a video series he wants to do where he pulls some of the grossest, oldest recipes and makes them. And then he tries them. And then I might. Probably not, but he's going to try them. This was his idea, and I think it's good.
It's definitely not an original idea.
No.
But it's something that I would be willing to do because why not? So if y'all have old weird recipes,
Yeah, you need to try the banana one.
well, where it's like wrapped in ham and covered in like a hollandaise sauce.
Yes.
Ugh.
And then baked.
Oh. Baked. Oh.
You don't think you could do that one?
Oh, I probably could. Here's the thing. When it comes to food, I have a rule of I will try most anything at least once. Okay? I've eaten jellyfish.
You've eaten
All
a
right.
chicken heart.
I've eaten a chicken heart. I have eaten pufferfish.
Raccoon.
I have not had raccoon yet.
Well, you haven't. Well, didn't your aunt make it for y'all?
Uh-uh.
No.
No, we haven't been down there.
She made snake.
Yeah, she did make I've eaten rattlesnake.
Well,
Okay. I will try most anything once.
I'm
The
not as
one
adventurous.
part of an animal that I will not eat
reproductive stuff.
is reproductive stuff. Okay? No thank you. No thank you.
You have eaten intestines on several occasions, but that's because
That's not reproductive stuff.
No.
That's sausage
no, that's
casing.
grosser.
That's sausage casing.
That's grosser.
When it is properly cleaned
True.
and preserved, it's sausage casing.
That's when it says natural casings
Yes.
on your sausage and hot dogs. It's intestines.
Yes.
Just so y'all know.
In case y'all needed a reason to stop eating hot dogs and sausage.
He
If you knew
makes
that,
your- yeah.
if you knew that, good. Please keep eating it. We need to keep eating meat. But
He makes, well, used to, you haven't done it in a while. He used to make like sausage.
yeah,
Like ground it, seasoned it, and
stuffed it like
Yeah.
broths.
then smoked them.
Yeah. I need to do that. I need to do
know
that
you
again.
do. And I need to film it.
I need to see if we can get a deer this season.
Yeah.
Because a fresh one would be better than frozen.
Or if your Auntie Aunt sends you home with some more beef.
We're not going down there.
I thought you were maybe going down there and...
Maybe in December or January if business picks up at work.
Yeah.
3 months. Too long. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yes, back to the food. I will try most anything once.
Not me.
Okay, no Rocky Mountain oysters. I will not eat Rocky Mountain oysters or anything adjacent to Rocky Mountain oysters.
And you can't say not all reproductive, you eat eggs.
That is true. I do eat eggs.
Male reproductive
male
is what he should
reproductive
say.
Okay, I didn't think I had to specify that, but yes, male reproductive squishy bits.
And if
I
you,
will not eat.
If you don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, Google it.
Google it. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's not oysters in the Rocky Mountains.
So, if y'all have old weird recipes, send them to us.
And if we can get a hold of the ingredients,
Yeah.
we'll probably do it.
Yeah. So,
Yep. I want to show how I do some of my stuff, vlog stuff. When we paint the room, we'll probably vlog it so you can see how much better he is at painting because I'm messy. Which is why he's probably going to do the painting and I'm going to paint the trim out in the garage because we're redoing the trim. Which I took the doors off of the closet here. So that's why you can still see
the hinges.
the hinges.
Or where the hinges were.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Yeah.
And there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was double doors.
yeah.
But he can easily remove that and put up a new frame, minus the door stop and the hinges and all of that.
Yeah.
And it'll make it easier for him to paint because he doesn't have to tape off the baseboards because we're just going to replace the baseboards anyways. And he's going to replace the trim around the door, and we're going to put in a new door because the lady that owned the house before us...
It'd be nice if we could swap out the carpet at the same time as painting.
Yeah, this carpet's...
So...
You can tell where our daughter constantly...
If y'all want to help us with all of this...
Buy bags.
Buy those bags.
Yes.
Buy them.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
CherryPieCottage on Etsy. If y'all want to see different sizes of bags or shapes or whatever, I do not read sewing patterns. Don't know how. All of my patterns I have made myself. I am self-taught via YouTube.
Ooh, that'd be a fun segment.
What?
Where
They give me a weird shape and I have to figure out how to make it?
or me,
Yeah.
because I can sew. I used to sew my uniforms in the military. I'd sew my rank on and everything.
Yeah. You'd hand sew them.
No, I'd use the machine. That's why why we got the machine.
Because we both wanted one.
Yeah, but I got more use out of it before 5 years ago.
No, it was longer than that because I was starting to sew more when we were in the new house.
Oh.
Y'all are going new. What do you mean?
Oh.
We have lived in
okay.
so many houses.
Being in the military, we have lived in a lot of houses. Okay. and here's the break. I'm going to give you all the breakdown real quick. Okay. First was the townhouse.
Apartment. 2-story apartment.
Townhouse. Okay. Then the old. Okay. Then the old new.
Like original to the base old.
Hang on. I'm giving them the rundown. Townhouse, old new. Then we moved to Japan and we lived in an apartment.
No, you forgot the new old. No. That
Old
was
new.
Yeah, old new.
Then we moved to Japan and lived in an apartment.
So that was
then
the
we
apartment. Sorry.
Then we moved back to North Carolina and we were in the new house. Then we got out of the military and moved here to Lubbock and we lived in the nasty house. And now we're in our house.
Yes.
So
Now, we need to explain the nasty house. It was not from us. When we
No.
looked at the house, They had just moved out and they said, we're going to repaint, put new carpet in, and clean it all up. Okay, great. We go and sign the paperwork. We go look at it. They did not replace the carpet. The people before us had a cat and smoked in the house. The floors, they were like half of them were tiled. Could not get them clean. Had to constantly run my Scentsy so you didn't get the
cat smoke smell.
Yeah. And one of the cabinets in the kitchen was not even attached. Like, he moved it out so I could sweep out all of the cereal and crud that the previous tenants had left underneath
like just
it.
Garbage.
It was gross.
Like, you know how in your kitchen you got that little gap between your counter and your stove. Some of you have the built-in stoves, whatever. But if you have that little gap there, every now and then, like a food crumb might fall in there or something. This was like when you tell your kid to clean their room and they just shove everything under their bed or in their closet or whatever. It was absolutely disgusting. That's why it's called the nasty house.
Yes. Couldn't use the dishwasher because it was rusted out.
Yeah. One of the windows was cracked, and it was cracked the whole time we lived there.
Even though the landlord, the one that was managing it, the landlord knew about it and kept calling us. Like, the manager would not answer his phone.
No.
The heater went out when it was below freezing.
Yeah.
The heater went out and we were without a heater for a week.
It was the coldest day of the year. It was like 4 degrees outside. And inside the house got down to 55.
Yeah.
It was a Sunday morning. I remember this because we were getting up, getting ready for church. And I looked at the thermostat. It said it was 55 degrees in the house. And when her family would come and visit us or whatever, we'd all be sitting there in our coats and our hats and everything because the heater did not work.
Nope.
So we lived in that house for all of, I think, maybe 6 or 7 months.
As soon as we got his compensation from being medically discharged, we started looking for a house.
Yeah.
And that's what we just needed a rental house in between that and getting a house. Mm-hmm. Being able to buy. We couldn't just buy straight out of the military. But, yeah. And because of this, which I do not have a problem, it was Paul Gareth. If you live in Lubbock, do not go to him to use him.
Paul Garrett.
Do not use him
at
all.
I'll call him out.
I'll blast him.
I'll put him on blast.
Landlord, we called him and told him everything that happened. And apparently he was charging him for repairs that he never sent anybody out to do.
Yeah.
So anyway. He fired him, and there's somebody else managing that house.
So that's the rundown of the 7 houses that we have lived in just since we've been married.
In 17 years of marriage.
Now before we got married, I lived in, going backwards, I lived in the trailer, I lived in the dorms, I lived in the house in Houston, the apartment in Houston, and then the apartment in Corpus. So another 5. She lived.
Okay, going back.
Just in the one.
No, when we got married, me and Haley were living in an apartment. Before that, I was in the dorm in college. Then I was living with my parents, but we moved into that house when I was 3. Before that, there was a house out in the country and then a house on 11th Street.
You lived in 2 houses before that house?
Mm-hmm. My parents didn't buy that house till I was 3.
Yeah, but they lived in 2 other houses?
Yes. Allison lived in that house her entire life till she moved out.
Well, yeah.
So,
But anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So if you hear us naming houses, that's why.
Yeah, if you hear old, new.
It's new old. No.
It's old new.
It's old new? Old new, yeah. And new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old, new.
Yeah. And in between those two is the apartment.
Yeah.
That's how we distinguish between each house, and our kids know it too.
Yeah.
So, and when we moved from the old new to the apartment in Okinawa, that's when the tradition of taking something from each house started because the stupid
The
packers.
stupid movers. Okay, so
Oh!
living on base, the military provides, like, they will pay to move you if they're the ones moving you.
Not even if on base, you could
Well,
live
yeah,
off base,
yeah. In the military, if the military is moving you from one military base to another, they will pay to have you moved. Okay. The movers show up at the old new. Okay. And these two guys that show up, two older guys, I don't know their names, I don't know what company they were with or whatever, but they show up, all they could talk about was getting to bingo. Okay, the older guy was like, man, I can't wait to get to bingo. I'm going to go play bingo tonight. It's all about bingo, 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 right? As they're going through our kitchen, they're basically just pulling drawers out and dumping them into boxes.
Not even, they're supposed to be writing down
Yeah.
of the amounts and everything.
Right. So they get to our junk drawer in the kitchen. Everybody's got a junk drawer. You know you do.
I would
Okay.
assume so, but apparently that's just a middle class thing.
Y'all know you have junk drawers. Okay, so they get to our junk drawer, and at the time we only had one car, so we only needed one garage door opener. The other garage door opener was in the junk drawer.
Yeah. For like when we went on
Okay.
walks or
Yeah.
whatever, we would...
They take the junk drawer, dump it into the box.
Don't even look.
Don't even look. And so when we're checking out of the house, they're like, okay, we need your garage door openers. And we're like, well, here you go. They said, no, we gave you two. And we're like, oh, crap. Well, the movers must have packed it. I tell you what, I will mail it back to you as soon as we get there and get our stuff. Oh, no, you can't do that. We're going to charge you, what was it?
$30.
It was like $30.
Yeah.
So, going from North Carolina to Japan, we end up with a garage door opener that has zero purpose.
We still have it too.
We still have it. And so then when we were leaving Japan, we said, okay, what do we take from this?
And then we didn't ended up taking anything because we totally forgot when we moved because it was like...
No, we
No.
do. We do.
No, hold on. When we were moving from Japan back, it was like bam, 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 bam. Like our flight out, they packed up our house the day before we flew out. And so we had to get friends to do our final out for us in our apartment. So we didn't even think about grabbing anything from the house. But when we unpacked, when we got back, then we found...
We had the vertical Venetian blinds.
Yeah, that every house on base had it.
In the dining room, going out to our little patio, we had those vertical Venetian blinds. Well, at the end, there's that little plastic cap that covers the end of them. And somehow we ended up with one of those end caps
In one of the boxes.
in one of the boxes. So we ended up with that. What about the new? Did we take anything? Did we end up with anything from the new?
We did. You have all that stuff, not me.
I don't know if we have anything from the new.
So we accidentally have stuff from old houses. We didn't take a single thing from the nasty house.
Oh no, except bad memories.
Yeah.
So.
Ugh. And it wasn't the landowner's fault because he
No.
didn't realize how bad it was.
No, and the landowner stopped by a couple times, introduced himself, like the homeowner.
Gave
Not
us
the landowner,
yeah.
but the homeowner. Stopped by, gave us his phone number, said if you ever need anything, call us. For the first month, not even joking, we signed the lease. That first full month, until we dropped that rent check off, we could not get a hold of the property manager at all. Okay, we dropped that rent check, and miraculously, he was back in town.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to him, I was like, "Hey man, I've been trying to get a hold of you for like 3 weeks." Oh yeah, I've been out of pocket.
Yeah.
Out of pocket. Yeah, for a whole month.
And it was what about the heater? Or the water heater?
Yeah.
No, it was about the leaking because it rained and like the cap for the heater wasn't on.
Yeah,
so it was leaking rain into the heater.
Well, plus we had that inspection checklist, like where we were supposed to go through and mark things that were wrong with the property. We had that we had to turn in. And you were supposed to turn that in within like 2 weeks. But he was gone.
Yeah. We did turn it in. There was also, they did not clean that house because there was a giant glob of toothpaste in our kids' bathroom in the medicine cabinet.
No,
so they didn't use
it
that
was-
medicine cabinet, and I don't think it, like, I opened it up, I saw that, I closed it back, and I didn't touch it again.
Yeah.
We just didn't use it because, whoa.
And when we were moving out, you know, you're moving out, doors are open, you turn the ceiling fans off, AC's not on, her Sensi's were unplugged and packed away, and that's when that smell
Came
back.
And then somebody used the restroom and didn't flush, and it sat.
Yeah, I don't know who
It was bad.
We had a few people over helping us move.
Yeah.
I'm not at all going to hold that against them.
No.
Because I don't know who it was.
It
but
could have possibly been our son.
Probably, possibly.
Yeah.
Or like one of the guys had his son there. So
Yeah.
it could have been him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But, so all that to say, things are changing.
Rabbit holes.
Yes!
Wascally rabbit holes.
So, this video is going up tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the
Yep.
9th. Hopefully we'll have some more videos up next week. This week, probably not. Because we gotta get, we might film you put in the water heater.
We can film put in the water. I'm getting the water heater. I'm getting that daggum water heater tomorrow.
And we're vlogging it because
Putting
we're
it
also because we live in Lubbock where the water is very hard. Minerals build up, and it's the same faucets that were in the house when we moved in, but now when you like go to turn the shower head on, you can't pull it up all the way because it's so I say corroded, but it's
there's
just
just
mineral
lime
buildup.
scales so built up in there that
And it was built up before we moved in, but we're just going to go ahead and buy new faucets and everything for both bathrooms and replace that. So
that's gonna be fun. Y'all get to watch me do that.
We'll do a vlog. But yeah, I also need to do a video on how to unfold your receipts because I fold your receipts into hearts. So I need to do
Speaking of receipts, did you buy another one?
No, that's the same one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When the lottery got up to over $1 billion, apparently that's my number. That's when I go buy a ticket. Yours is what, over?
$500 million. 500 million.
Yeah.
Is when I'll buy.
Yeah. And we buy like one.
Hey.
What?
Speaking of the lottery, have you talked to Laura lately?
No. Why?
Because if somebody in Illinois won.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I don't think it was her. She would have told
I'm
me.
just saying, Laura.
You hiding things, Laura?
You hiding stuff? What you hiding? We ain't heard from you. We ain't heard from you, Laura.
No, I talked to her last week at some point. So, but
Don't mean nothing. Just saying.
she would have told me. But yeah. We have a group on Facebook. Are we very
Active?
active? No. But if you don't have Instagram, that's where you can go to ask questions. If you have Instagram, you can DM me on Instagram or tag me or whatever. That's the best way to get a hold of us, basically, is Instagram or Etsy. Mm-hmm. The best way to get a hold of him. My Instagram or my Etsy.
I do look at my Instagram, just not very often.
Yeah, and he doesn't set up the alert. He doesn't have the alerts set either for when he gets stuff.
No, not really.
So if it's not super urgent, you could message him on Instagram.
Yep.
We are on Facebook, but it is private, and if we don't know you personally, we're not going to accept your friendship. Sorry. There's a lot of things that are our family and personal stuff that we just don't want to put out there. Plus, our political association and stuff is out there, and like we have said several times before, we do not put this on that channel. On this channel. Because that's not what we're about. We are about yarny stuff and
Could be.
making y'all laugh.
It could be.
Yes, but we're not going to be because we're not both into that kind of stuff.
That could be a new segment. See, the times they are changing.
No. I mean, they are. I will say this much. The current administration...
Bitch, y'all are really missing a few things.
Yeah, we did not vote for him.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. And I'm really glad we didn't. And I
Yep.
never even thought about it either. So,
So,
we love y'all.
here on YouTube, make sure to do the YouTube stuff. Okay? Like and share, like and subscribe, all that stuff. I'm not going to beg you to do it. Okay? If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. But we'd love for you to do it.
Yeah. I love how I say when I get political, and most of the time you start talking over me.
So how about them rabbit holes?
Go vote in the midterms so we can get some things changed.
Yes.
Get the ones that have messed everything up out.
As we get super political.
No, I'm just saying,
Okay.
if you don't like the current environment, use your right as an American citizen to go vote and fix it.
And that applies to any time.
Yes.
No matter the administration,
Yes.
no matter what's going on, if you don't like what's going on, vote them out.
Yep.
That's the beauty of living in this country.
Yep.
Is you get to vote them out.
And it's only, 2, 4, or 6 years.
Yep.
It's that 6-year one that needs to be turned back to.
Well, the four.
or two.
We need term limits. I'm just gonna say that we need term limits
For Congress.
for Congress.
Yes, because the president already has
yes,
a term limit. He has 4 years and he can only run twice. He can only
So-
have 2 terms, so there's only 8 years. And thank goodness for that for some of the ones we've had in
Yeah.
our lifetime.
So anyway,
Anyways, go vote. We love y'all. God is good.
read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.